Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon. My name is Mark McGuiness. I'm a member of the academic staff at Bath Spa University. I'm one of our Pro-Vice Chancellors, and I've been given the great honour and indeed pleasure to welcome graduands and your guests to today's graduation ceremony. So you're all very welcome to Bath Forum. This auditorium in which the ceremony takes place, that we're all seated in at the moment, is the last super cinema of its day when it opened in 1934. As will be obvious to many of our graduates today, this is a design-led building. The Art Deco movement was in full swing in the 1920s and 30s, and this building remains a jewel of the Art Deco movement. It's an almost complete example of the intended purpose as a cinema. It remains an important part of the cultural life of our city. People come here to watch music, to listen to speakers, poetry. My own children have crossed this very stage dressed as reindeers and elves. Different kind of fancy dress today. So, quite rightly, the Forum has been recognised for its specialness. It is a Grade 2 star listed property, which is a fact quite unremarkable in a city laden with heritage assets like Bath, but because of that continuing role in sustaining the cultural life of the city, it's a particularly appropriate place for us to hold the ceremony today. So I'm particularly grateful to the staff and management at Bath Forum Limited for working with us to bring you here today. I know I can speak very genuinely on behalf of all of my colleagues, whether they are on the teaching staff or the many hundreds of committed professionals who support our students throughout their journey with us, that this is the most special day in our academic calendar. Joining with our graduates and their guests to celebrate their achievement, to recognise the stage in life that this represents, and to wish them well as they move on to the next stage of their many different journeys. Many of our staff volunteer to be involved in this. They enjoy it that much, they want to be part of it, so I'm particularly grateful to my colleagues for doing so. My purpose in this brief introductory presentation is really addressed mainly at the graduates to explain to you what will happen during the ceremony and what we'll ask you to do in order to move around the auditorium to get onto the stage and to be presented with your awards. So in a few moments, I will ask you to stand for the entry of the academic procession. It is a wonderful sight. As our graduates today do, we wear the colours of our graduating institutions, so it is a particularly colourful parade that will pass in front of you and assemble on the stage. We wear finest medieval polyester. It is a sight to behold, and it is accompanied by wonderful music from our colleagues at the front here. Now, once the procession has assembled on the stage, the Deputy Vice Chancellor, who will lead proceedings today, he's the one in the middle, in blue. When he takes his seat, the rest of the auditorium is invited to also take their seats. So if you could remain standing until that point, we'll all take our seats at the same time. The Deputy Vice Chancellor will then deliver a welcome address to everybody in the room, and we will then move straight to the presentation of awards to our graduates. Now, you'll be asked, graduates, to stand in row by row. So in the seats that you're in, you'll be asked by our ushers to stand up row by row, and will be moved towards the back of the room. We'll go in this direction towards the back and then along this side, your right-hand side of the auditorium, down this channel, and you will end up approaching this set of steps here. If you do need to use the ramp, if you've not already let us know, don't worry, just let us know when you're on your way, and there is a ramp should you need one. As you come up the steps, my colleague Helen will be stood just here. We're at the top of the steps, and we'll check your name to ensure that as you launch onto the stage, waving at Mum and at Dad, that the applause that you get from everybody in the room is actually yours to enjoy. It's worth checking, right? And then you will be received by the head of school. And the head of school will shake hands with you, may offer some congratulatory words as well, and then you will exit the stage on that side, your left-hand side, down the steps on the other side. And as you just finish the steps, you'll see my colleagues over there who are just waving a fan. Hello, Katie. And they will issue you with your degree certificate straight away. And then you will move back up the channel on that side of the room, around the back of the room, and then ushered back to your seat. So in effect, the key message is you will do a full lap of the ground floor of the forum in order to process today. That's your last task as one of our students. We'll give you lots of help on the way. Now, a few hopefully helpful words. As you get to the top of the steps, before you do launch onto the stage, can you just make sure you are on the top step? For the obvious reason. The entertainment is valuable, but we'd really rather you made it across safely. Do take it at your own pace and make it your own. Absolutely your moment. Once all awards have been presented, I will then have the honour of recommending to the Deputy Vice Chancellor that all those various awards that have been presented to the academic congregation are indeed conferred, and the Deputy Vice Chancellor will, with no delay, well, all being well, issue your awards. And at that point, you're invited to remove your hats and to celebrate. And obviously, everyone in the room, I'm sure, will join me in giving you a warm round of applause and celebration at that point. At the end of the ceremony, I will ask everybody to stand once more as the academic procession leave the stage down this side in reverse order, and they will make their same way out of the auditorium through that middle channel. I will be the last member of the academic procession, so as I leave the stage, I will give my bow, and I will join the end of the academic procession, and then as I make my way across the floor, the graduate procession will form behind me and the student valedictorian, and we will all exit academic procession first, then graduate procession. I'm sure that your friends, families and supporters will give us a warm round of applause as you exit the room, and that's your last round of applause for today probably, because you'll get quite a few, I hope, during the presentation. Finally, a few short domestic announcements. We have trained first aid staff in the building. Should you need any assistance, please attract the attention of any of the many ushers and stewards that you find around you, and we'll get that assistance to you quickly. It is very hot in here today. It's hard to complain about the British weather, but perhaps on a day like today you'd rather be outside enjoying that warm air. It does make it very warm in here, so I obviously apologise for that. In the unlikely event of us having to evacuate the building, a clear instruction to do so will be given. And in that event, the fire escape, this is the air hostess bit. There are fire escapes in all corners of the room, that back there and here, and in the top row, balcony, they're in the middle of the room and then at the sides. Our staff will escort you out and make sure that the building is safely evacuated. Could I please ask you just to check that your mobile phone is switched to silent or is in the off state. And just before the academic procession enter, it's my chance to sneak in my own personal congratulations to our graduates. I know what achievement this represents, how much hard work has gone into it. I wish you all the very best of everything you wish yourself in your future, whichever path that may take you. Enjoy it all. Now, if we could all stand, the academic procession will enter the room. Distinguished guests, graduates, colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, I call upon the Deputy Vice Chancellor of Bath Spa University, Professor Neil Sammells, to open this graduation ceremony.
Friends, graduands, colleagues, a very warm welcome to the Bath Spa University summer graduation. And colleagues, please feel free to remove your hats. Although it isn't compulsory. We're delighted to be able to hold our ceremony in this splendid setting. And we're very grateful to the staff of the forum and also to those across the university who worked so hard to bring off this complicated event. In particular, our music is a high point of our graduations, as it is a high point of our university. And I'd like to thank our harpist, Ruth Kenyon, and the staff who give their time in the Premier Brass Quintet for adding so much pleasure to the day. Speaking of music, the last time I was here was at a concert by the legendary soul singer and black civil rights activist Mavis Staples, who is still belting it out at 80. I shall come back to Mavis. We're here to celebrate the fantastic achievements of our graduating students. Each degree accomplished comes with a narrative of hard work, late nights, panicked visits to the library, and a growing sense, we hope, of confidence and capability. Very few of us emerge unchanged from the process of studying for a degree, and indeed we shouldn't, or it wouldn't have served its purpose. It is a rite of passage. You can't imagine it until you've done it, and then everything is altered. You can't go back. You're different. As another singer, Bob Dylan, said, you don't discover yourself, you make yourself. Can I invite our graduands to just take a moment to reflect on how they've got to this point? You should be enormously proud of yourselves and all that you've accomplished. None of us, especially those of us here to celebrate with you on the platform, think it was easy. Although studying for and receiving a degree is something individual, it's accomplished within the supportive framework of friends and family, some of whom are here to celebrate with you today. In a moment, I would like to ask you to stand up and to give a round of applause to those who helped you get to this point, both those who are in the room today and those who could not be here in person, but who are no doubt thinking of you. So please stand up and thank your family, friends and supporters. That was my Boris Johnson moment when I get to exercise a bit of power. Thank you. No need to stand up again, but can I also ask you to join me in thanking those staff who have taught you and supported you in other ways through your studies. I'm privileged to be part of a group of outstanding academics and professionals who have you, their students, always at the heart of what they do. They work long hours, and many of them, and are as delighted with your attainments as you are. So please thank them with me now. This is a high point in the university calendar, a day of celebration, but also of some sadness. A university is a community of learners, nothing more and nothing less. And you have been central to that community for a while now. When you go, the community is diminished and you will be missed. While we would have it no other way than that you graduate from our world and move on, you leave a big gap, and we are sorry to have to say goodbye. But keep in touch. You will always be part of the Bath Spa community. If we can help you in any way in future, let us know. And we would love to hear about your successes and stories in the coming years. And it is a community to be very proud of. Our roots stretch deep back into the 1850s. And since that time, some of Britain's finest artists and teachers have worked with us. But we're a university of the 21st century, designed to meet the challenges of the post-industrial, highly volatile, rapidly changing, and very exciting world. You graduate into uncertain times with an academic armoury that will allow you to thrive. You are creative, critical, analytical, able to cope with the unknown. You will bring your high-level skills to bear on a problem or an opportunity, and in doing so, you will try to make the world a better place. One of the ways that universities are obliged to measure themselves, and to measure themselves against other universities, is according to the number of their graduates that go on to highly paid jobs. If studying with us means that you're going into a highly paid good job, congratulations. If studying with us means that in time you get a highly paid job, that's great. But if studying with us means you go into a job that isn't highly paid, but that you find fulfilling and satisfying, and that enriches the lives of other people, then you've done your job and we've done ours. Because you will be making a contribution to society that cannot be measured in tax receipts alone. In the words of Mavis Staples, as she sang about the contemporary situation in her own country and in ours, there is work to be done. Oscar Wilde said that youth is the one gift worth having. He also said that it's wasted on the young. It may be that some of you graduating today are closer in age to colleagues on the platform than to an average 20 or 21-year-old undergraduate. You may have done many other exciting things with your life up to now. But it is a rite of passage for you too. Because youth and its optimism is about more than age. It's about attitude. Ask Mavis Staples. I want to go back to Bob Dylan and to end with one of his songs, which is a sort of blessing or a sacred, a benediction, a secular blessing. Don't worry, I'm not going to sing it. And it seemed to me to be really appropriate for a group of people who, like yourselves, are about to make the future. May your hands always be busy. May your feet always be swift. May you have a strong foundation when the winds of changes shift. May your heart always be joyful. May your song always be sung. And may you stay forever young. Well done, graduands. Have a great day. You've earned it, and we congratulate you.
We now move to the presentation of awards to graduates of Bath Spa University. And I call upon Kerry Curtis, Head of the School of Design, to receive our graduates.
Deputy Vice Chancellor, I present the following candidates for the award of Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Contemporary Arts Practice. Nigel Conrad Sandham Banks. Kimberly Zara Jane. Neve Birch. Jacqueline Bond. Elliot Brady. Rosie Valerie Terry Brownlee. Louisa Claire Burrows. Jeannie Jane Chandler. Gabriella Sinead Margaret Church. Shannon Lucy Ann Church. Alice Elizabeth Clements. Rita Correa Ginez Alves Cabrito. Amelia Dent Young Holman. Daisy Elizabeth Green. Emma Louise Haynes. Ross Liam Hamilton. Hannah Havery. Teresa Ann Hughes. Mabel June Mueller. Jessica Lucy Nixon. Stacey Pamplin. Ruth Naomi Powell. Eve Proctor. Samuel Niall Roberts. Olyvia Kate Ryder. Kyriaki Sivitanides. Emily Leanne Skinner. Shannon Heather White. Emily G. Williams. Eleanor Sian Windram.
Deputy Vice Chancellor, I present the following candidate for the award of Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Creative Arts. Dana Rianne Geary.
Deputy Vice Chancellor, I present the following candidates for the award of Fashion Design Bachelors with Honours. Holly Louise Bryant. Danielle Jade Connock. Melinda Julia Allison Dale. Chloe Elizabeth Daniels. Louise Marie Geneviève Deseux. Harry Evans. Morgan Faraday. Faith Leon Hemming. Sian Mariah Keedy. Chloe Jane Lister. Rita Marcourt. Josie Rees. Whitney Sam Stoneman. Hannah Alison Stote. Jodie Claire Thatcher. Haney Fionn Thomas. Sophie Elizabeth Fowles. Chloe Whitaker.
Deputy Vice Chancellor, I present the following candidates for the award of Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Fine Art. Lucy Charlotte Baker. Tove Barnes. Jessica Rose Burtonshaw. Catherine Elizabeth Champion. Abigail Charlesworth. Laura Ann Cherry. Joanna Collins. Gwenlyn Davenport. Amy Louise Frost. Charlie Jonathan Anthony Froud. Hannah Jane Gaskin. Charlotte Elizabeth Griffiths. Eleanor Guest. Helena Gurunovich. Amelia Florence Harrison. Freya Ann Hill. Abigail Ryan Hines. Olyvia Amber Inniss-Reid. Caitlin Amy Jackson. Charlotte Louise Ketchley. Harry Hugo Little. Nadia Lloyd. Chloe Alexandra Loudon. Seher Martin. Eleanor Gwen Mason. Sarah Catherine McCone Usher. Megan Amber Miles. Kyron Samuel Peacock. Mira Emily Rippon. Georgia Abby Smith. Hannah Mary Sweeney. Sophie Caroline Sweeney. Ryan Kerry Wynn. Zachary William Hunter Young.
Deputy Vice Chancellor, I present the following candidates for the award of Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Graphic Communication. Eden Laura Allen. Molly Caitlin Best. Naomi Isabel Black. Connor Brady. Kieran Kaur Chatahar. Sol Chokinska. Reese Jacks Claxton. Shannon Louise Collins. Katie Louise Connor. Susanna Jane Crow. Rebecca Daisy Donahue. Emily Evans. Daniel Stewart Flinter. Emma Grace Flood. Megan Jane Gallagher. Tori Jane Goldsworthy Miller. Lydia Charlotte Granger. Nicola Grossman. Kaylee Alexa Hudson. Alice Rosa Hughes. Paige McDougall. Laura Catherine Medlicott. Nadia Florence Mesure. Georgina Rose Morgan. Eleanor Phoebe Georgina Muir. Georgia May Powell. Emily Ann Pugh. Taylor Catherine Rowlands. Olivia Grace Sadler. George Cyrilis Wheatley. Julia Louise Josette Saunders. Martha Alice Lily Shumley. Megan Gabrielle Smethurst. Amy Ann Brobley Smith. Paulina Stolger. Lauren Catherine Anne-Marie Taylor. Trevond Malik Thomas. Francesco Maria Tranmontano. Elizabeth Joanne Venn. Bradley Wakeham. Emma Jill Sarah Walburn Wilson. Scott Warren. George Watkins. Jessica Webber. Samuel Allen Week. Catherine Mary Wilmot. Amelia Wooten. Matthew Emilio Zuccarelli. Faith Lindsay Morrissey.
Deputy Vice-Chancellor, I present the following candidates for the award of Bachelor of Arts with Honours in the History of Art and Design. Catherine Jane Constantine. Joanna Diaconita. Elizabeth Shabina Fryer. Chloe Marie Valentina Glover. Tulare Patricia Goodwin. Isabella Scarlett Helms. Sarah Kate Knox. Jasmine Amber Irvin Monkley. Jodie Tanner.
Deputy Vice-Chancellor, I present the following candidates for the award of Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Photography. Joseph Samuel Clifford. Katia Alice Taveras Cordero. Robin Alicia Coucher. Anna Maeve Krieber. Marie Lisette Krop. Alice Elizabeth Dempsey. Gemma Ecott. Laura Foster. Yi Bai Lin. Diego Maisorreta. Francesca Emily McCall. Lily Miles. Kristen Kate Morris. Abby Elizabeth Platt. Alice Victoria Poole. Lucy Alice Roberts. Lucy Joanne Slade. Amy Elizabeth Slim. Amelia Cood Smith. Danielle Jessica Smith. Oliver James Smith. Amy Leanne Spears. Frederick George Summerhill. Lucy Elizabeth Taylor. Miles Oliver Mogg Thorley. Elizabeth Jane Watts. Archie Leonard Frederick Wells. Hannah Vlodarczyk.
Deputy Vice Chancellor, I present the following candidates for the award BA Textile Design for Fashion and Interiors. Bryn Alcock. Thea Catherine Batty. Georgia Catherine Beadle. Abby Rose Bowden. Jasmine Ann Broadbent. Sarah Louise Victoria Brooks. Chanel Precious Buckland. Catherine Elizabeth Irene Byrne-Clark. Melissa Joanne Claxton. Brenna Elizabeth Cliff. Gemma Louise Connor. Lily Charlotte Cook. Lydia Cordy. Bethany Kate Davis. Ellie Domerson. Ophelia Alice dos Santos. Emma Dowse. Megan Amelia Dumfries. Freya Eloise Duncan Coates. Jessica Sophie Dyer. Abigail Louise Follett. Annabelle Frances Gardner. Sia Gupta. Eleanor Louise Ashton Hurd. Katie Jane Hobbs. Georgia Emmeline Holland. Harriet Grace Kingston.
Hitomi Kusama. Farah Louisa Lane. Charlotte Lucia Lowry. Diana Malinowska. Callum McPhee. Georgia Holly Moore. Yoji Morimoto. Martha Ivy Murray. Emily Fleur Needham. Sophia Aphrodite Papagiorgio. Gracie April Joy Plummer. Molly Powell. Daisy Ann Reeves. Lucinda Harriet Rogers. Martha Bridget Simons. Amber Sarayapur. Megan Grace Stone. Ayako Tanaka. Chloe Mary Washington. Sarah Wilkinson. Megan Ellie Caroline Williams Westcott. Leah Winstanley.
Deputy Vice-Chancellor, I present the following candidates for the award of Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Three-Dimensional Design, Idea, Material, Object. James Leslie Hammond. Samantha Joyce Hollingham. Joel Benjamin Matthews. John Simon Ramsley. Callum Martin Stewart. Darcy Alicia Tudge.
Deputy Vice-Chancellor, I present the following candidates for the award of Master of Arts in Curatorial Practice. Kirsten Claxton. Charlotte Harriman. Susan Hay. And Luke Mitchell.
Deputy Vice-Chancellor, I present the following candidates for the award of Master of Arts in Design, Fashion and Textiles. Katie Louise Barrass. Emma Joanna Fallon. Alexia Emily James. Zena Corin Martin.
Deputy Vice-Chancellor, I present the following candidate for the award of Master of Arts in Visual Communication. Grazia Campanella.
Deputy Vice-Chancellor, in addition to those candidates presented to us, I commend to you the other candidates listed here, but in absentia for conferment of their various awards.
By my authority as Deputy Vice-Chancellor of Bath Spa University, I confer the awards of those candidates here present and those in absentia. Graduates, you may now remove your hats. I would now like to invite Katie Barrass, who has just graduated with a Master of Arts in Fashion, and Olyvia Inniss, who has just graduated with a Bachelor of Arts with honours in Fine Art, to deliver the student valediction.
Good afternoon, my name is Katie and I've just completed MA in Fashion Textiles, and I'd just like to say, wow, what a journey. I'd like to share with you a little about that journey. I've worked in a very commercial fashion design environment for a number of years after completing a BA in fashion. Along the way I've had a family. I'm a very proud mum of 2 little girls who are wonderful, bright and creative. And they're just down there. But I had an itch. I needed to discover my full potential. I felt there was something missing. Where did I belong? I wanted to rediscover who I was creatively and work out a new career path. I attended an open day at Bath Spa and I was hooked. So I decided to go back to education. I handed in my notice and took a leap of faith. I was nervous and scared, leaving the safety of the familiar. What if I failed? What if I wasn't any good? But it did feel really right. I went into the MA wanting to rekindle my love for drawing and painting, get back to practical exploration, redirect my career into textiles. I wasn't sure what that looked like, perhaps a vague idea to be a freelance print designer that I could use in conjunction with my commercial garment design experience. I have been truly surprised with the path it has led me down. I was free to experiment and try a variety of processes. What a lot of processes to discover. This is where I found my love for digital embroidery and screen printing, not to mention the laser cutter and vinyl machine. It has opened up so much more than just practical skill. I have gained a completely new mindset and confidence. I have been truly blown away by the opportunities it has created for me. The facilities, the staff, and the other students I have met along the way have been so inspiring. I have now found my tribe. I now feel like I belong. My mind has been well and truly opened, and I never want to go back. However, blood, sweat and tears don't even come close. I had no idea I was such an artistic diva. I never expected it to be as hard as it was. I am now exhausted and very poor. Thought you might relate to that. I've experienced some tough love in terms of constructive criticism, which, although hard to take, I've embraced, taken a long and hard look at myself. I've learnt to rely on my own instincts, the result being I have found a true and deep love. I have discovered something I would do even if I never got paid for it. It is my blood, it is really part of me. I found what was missing, a beautiful, colourful world that I can taste, smell, feel. It's enchanting and full of magic, a world I love to share with my family and anyone else willing to listen. I live and breathe what I have discovered. I feel so rich with ideas and potential. I am aware that I still have a long way to go to realise my dream of being a textile embellishment designer using mixed process and hand-rendered drawing, selling my work into high-end fashion houses. However, I have now an amazing foundation to launch this new chapter in my career. I have a clear path and a long-term plan. I'm a little scared once again, but overriding that, I am so excited. We're privileged to have institutions like Barrass, which have enabled me to stand here staring right into my future, not only with hope, but a set of skills that can never be taken away. So to all those graduates here today, I wish you all the best of luck, but also I'd like to congratulate you on completing such an amazing but difficult journey. You did it. Thank you, Barrass.
Hello and good afternoon. My name is Olyvia, now a graduate in fine art, which is amazing to say, but also absolutely terrifying if none of us want to admit at this very point in time. My biggest worry today was walking up the stairs in one piece, because if I fall, I will definitely end up on DVD. However, we have all made it this far because we persevered, even if we were a bit too hungover from the night before, that 9 a.m. lecture, or out of breath from walking up Sion Hill. Being a part of this wonderful journey at Barrass has been a whirlwind of experiences I hope we as graduates can look back at and smile. Every decision we made, we were working up to this moment to graduate. Some of us at times may not have thought we were going to make it, but we did. And no matter our results, we should be proud because we as creators can always make something amazing out of not a lot. I remember getting into Barrass and jumping with delight and starting to pack and collect little bits for my room. And with my family being from the West Indies, my mum packed like I wasn't coming back, enough food to feed my whole flat because being Londoners, if it's further than Zone 6, we assume it's fields and combine harvesters. So many things I'm going to miss about Bath. The people, the calmness of the surroundings, to being surrounded by my friends 24/7. And doing something I love for the past 3 years, and I hope to continue that until I'm much older. I've never done a speech before, so I thought it would be easier to do what I do best and write a poem to express myself. The feelings that follow, please take with ease. Let them flow over you like a summer breeze. Soak in the feeling of the freedom. Shake off the worries, because you don't need them. You will find your feet like how you first learned to speak. Please remember you are not weak, and all your dreams and aspirations you seek will greet and meet and get to keep. Take time to sleep. Take time to step back and give yourself a pat on the back, to look at all things you have done and see that this is one of many chapters and you have many paths to choose. What you do with them is truly up to you. I could go on for hours and hours, which I have a tendency to do, so I'll round it up by saying a special thanks to all the lecturers that have helped us along the way, and especially Dr. Natasha Kidd, for always being there, and to my amazing flatmates, Holly and Amelia. Hi, Amelia. But overall, I'd like to say well done and congratulations to all my fellow creatives. We are destined for amazing things.
Thank you, Katie and Olyvia. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been the final graduation ceremony for us this year after 3 days of celebrations, and it seems the right moment to thank Helen Jacobs and her team, who've been working behind the scenes and indeed at front of house to make everything run so smoothly. So please join me in thanking them. And with that, I declare this ceremony closed.
At the risk of disagreeing with my boss, not quite. Graduations are very complex ceremonies. We are really glad to put them on, to enjoy them with you. There are many unsung